So my topic is still Social Security. Um, Trump State Media, again on Facebook here in ignorant Idaho, tends to be slow, so we're just getting into this conversation in my area. And of course, we've discussed the fact that Maggot Luke thinks that Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid should be just abolished because that's the only way to save America. Well, we had another comment from a fellow named Dustin, and Dustin has a little more common sense. So Dustin is responding to my comment about how Social Security phone services are being cut, and that's going to hurt us. And, what Dustin says is that they have always been crooked. They've the problem with Social Security. And how many times have our government dipped into Social Security money in the past 20 to 40 years? You act as if the left is not just as corrupt and criminal as the right. The only difference between the two is how they choose to make money and spend all of our tax dollars. Okay, Dustin's got some points. Both sides have dipped into Social Security over the years, the fund, and as far as I know, they certainly haven't paid it back, or at least much. So Dustin's got some points. But what Dustin missed, and what I tried to point out to him, here's what I said. I said, this dipping you speak of should stop and the dip should be paid back. And a simple way to do that is to tax the rich. But there is another difference as well. Only the ketamine king and the felon are set out to destroy the whole system. Now, part of the problem there is that maggots really don't believe that that's what the plan is. I've heard enough of what the ketamine king says to know that's exactly what the plan is. And then the other part of the problem is I'm pretty sure that Maggot Luke thinks that once they get done cutting all of these systems and like if they destroy Social Security and they get it out of existence, that he's going to get a check for everything he's paid into it. And I'm sure other maggots think that too. They believe they're going to get a Doge stimulus check, so I'm sure that's part of what they're thinking is if I haven't already started collecting Social Security, I'm just going to get me a big fat check. Not going to happen. I think the sane of us know that, and I find it kind of odd that I'm pointing at myself and saying sane, but that's another story. The thing is that all of that money that they're cutting, they have big plans for. It goes to fund the tax breaks for the rich, and it might be going to fund Gazalago and Felon 47's idea that he's going to take over Greenland and Panama and Canada. You don't do that without a great deal of military force. So the man who said that if we elected Kamala, we were going to be in World War III, is now planning on sending our military, his toy soldiers, out to fight for other countries' land to steal their resources. And that's what it's all about, is resources. We have not fought about freedom for a long time. It's all about resources and where we can steal them from one country or the other. And now Felon 47 is just being so blatant about it that there's no way you can say it's about any other thing. Anyway, Social Security is on the chopping block. It would be nice if maggots would figure that out too, so that they could help us fight to keep it. But then there are the Lukes of the world who think that the oligarchs need that money more than we do. So, who knows what's going to happen, but that's my thoughts. Hang on to your sanity and have a lovely day.